I was just like drawn into what you were saying. And it's so important to be there, be in the moment, and not, and sometimes you have to take a little, you have to take a little break from the acting to get back there. And in the meantime, Donna, Stronger Than Pretty, is your new film. And is that connected to your mom?
That's my mom's life. Yeah. So she's a domestic violence survivor, and she brought me out of the house when I was 6 years old, me and my brother and my sister. But more than just domestic violence, I wanted to focus on it being a tool and how she created a life for herself and her 3 children.
Right.
Because it's every woman's story, and some men, that do get abused as well. But the different layers of abuse, emotional, verbal, physical, financial, and what it takes to leave a situation and break cycles and patterns of conditioning from family. I mean, it's a subject that has been addressed, of course, but in my lifetime, it was important, as a child, it was important for me to address this in this way, because as a child, all the stereotypes and stigmas about domestic violence got played into and capitalized on. The abuse, the blood, the gore, the thriller aspect of it. And there really needed to be a tool and a real life version. I walked away from a larger deal on this film because I didn't want to do the Hollywood version. I didn't want my mom to have to get a gun or learn karate, or the strength not be herself and her own mind and her own voice and her own heart, because ultimately that's what got her out of the situation. And it's an important messaging for women after thousands of years of being suppressed, that they can be that powerful, that they can own their power, that own their voice, and honor their heart, and break pattern. And that's the strength it takes to recognize and break patterns and conditions that are unhealthy.
Well, I thank you for all that you do, and how you help in so many ways, and most importantly, something through what you love to do, which is acting. So,
thank you so much.
We have 2 students that wanted to join in today and meet you and talk to you. We have Devon Morgan and also Raquel Chavez.
Hi.
Hi, Raquel.
Hi.
Jaret Martino.
Hi, Devon.
Hey.
Cool backgrounds. My background is not as cool as yours.
Thanks. It means a lot.
I know there's for Devon, that is a project you're working on, correct?
Yes. Yes, it is.
What project is it?
Evolutionland. With me and my baby brother, Matthew Selden.
Nice.
So it's an animation, and I guess Matthew does the animation and you work with him to produce and do voices?
Yes. Yes, I do.
That's incredible. Wow, it looks like a lot of work back there.
Oh, trust me, it is.
Well, good for you.
And Raquel, I have to say your roses remind me of my mom, because she has a rose garden. And every day I go out to the rose garden with her, and we clip roses and just sit out there. So,
yeah, my mom loves roses. She loves flowers.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Love that. So I know you both have questions for Jaret.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
I'll pick. Raquel, do you want to go first? Or?
Sure, I'll go first.
Okay.
What has inspired you to be on TV show, and why?
Good question. I was just telling David that acting has always been kind of an escape for me. My mom was a single mom of three, so I went to theater shows quite often because she'd find free things to do for us in the community, and we were at a community theater show, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's like this is awesome, and I want to do this when I get older, and it was kind of from that moment. So I started in the theater as an actor in New York, and then started working with Ford Models, their children's division, and they had Innovative there at that point. And I started auditioning for TV and film, and it was funny. It was the funny moment for me was being a theater actor and being and coming from that environment. And I was so big. Everything on camera was, because I was used to having to fill the space and being taught that way. So it was definitely a transition to go from this big kind of theater actor to really bringing it in and like tapping into my own emotional body.
By the way, in relation to that, how important is training for an actor?
So I mean, I trained my butt off, like so many different programs, and throughout the years, it changed me as a person. I mean, each workshop, each coach really brought something. Teachers. I read something today about like teachers are just so important to this world. My mom was a teacher, and
What did she teach?
she was certified K through 6.
Nice.
Elementary. So yeah, definitely. All those workshops where I studied with Larry Moss and
Right.
Peggy Lewis and all these people that kind of specialized in different areas of the business.
Wow, that's so cool.
Did you have a question, Devon?
Yes. Yes, I have a question. Well, first off, my name is Devon Morgan. It's really nice to meet you, Jaret Martino. I like that name.
Thank you. I like your name.
Yeah, even though it's hard to pronounce. So, since I'm working on EV cartoons with Matt Selden, and maybe one of these days me and him get to a film festival. And I've heard, do you have any advice for like, if we could get on board with the film festival thing?
Yeah. I mean, when you have a completed project, I'm happy to give you a code to submit to ours. I have the Lovelands Film Festival and Voices Rising. Voices Rising is primarily geared towards diversity and inclusion. So that would be a good one. It's raising awareness and so either one of those you're welcome to submit to, and I'm happy to to send it. I'll talk to David about getting you a code for that.
Question, you said Voices Rising too, so you have 2 film festivals?
I do, yeah.
I didn't even know that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
The name?
Yeah, Love Wins. The focus is women's empowerment and LGBTQIA messages, and then Voices Rising is for diversity, inclusion, and Black screenwriters. So we, each festival they pretty much are the same in terms of what the mission is, but just geared towards elevating and giving different platforms.
God, you do so much. When do you have time for? It's like you act, you produce, you have 2 film festivals. How do you do it?
I have such a support system and a great team, thankfully. I mean, over 8 years, we've grown, and I've hired people that are definitely a part of the team and a part of how I'm able to get some sleep at night.
Yeah. You know, while we're all here, this is, I was going to throw out the question to you, but this is a good question for everybody. What is your favorite word? Raquel?
My favorite word is family.
Ah, why family?
I used to spend time with my mom or the kids, with my brother. That's what I like to spend, family.
That's beautiful. I love that.
Thank you.
Very important.
Beautiful. Devon?
My favorite word is fabulous.
And why fabulous?
Because I was watching this movie called Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure. And ever since I saw that movie, I was thinking I could remake it, but call it Devon's Fabulous Adventure.
And you are having a fabulous adventure, aren't you?
That's great. Mine would be, I don't necessarily have I never really thought about this question, so it's a good one, but just right off the top of my head, what hit me was different.
Different. Oh, why different?
I just think like celebrating the differences. I think we live in such a society that like wants to put everyone in a certain box and have all these expectations. And I kind of grew up with those. Like that is definitely the hard part about the entertainment, like the business and just the way the world operates. But celebrating the differences in everybody and like everyone's uniqueness, I think is so beautiful. And like the film festivals really allow us to be a bigger hand in that and elevate people, the voiceless or people that feel voiceless or artists that may not get a chance in another festival. And I that was part of what broke my heart about the construct of and the political part of festivals, that there really is, there's so many stories that need to be heard, that go unrecognized.
That's
Yeah, I like different. I'll go with different today. I don't know. Ask me tomorrow. It might be different.
right. At this moment, what is your favorite word? Did either Devon or Raquel, did you have any other question?
Wait, David, what was your favorite word?
Oh. Oh, okay. I have a tie almost, although my favorite word is love.
Oh.
I do love love. And it's connected to so many things, to the heart, to the family, to the fabulous, to the differences. It's just, yeah.
All encompassing.
It's all encompassing. And when I was a kid, I used to like collect, the Wicked Witch of the West dolls, or what else did soundtrack albums, or Streisand albums, but now I collect hearts, and whether they're physical or as a family. So I think that's it. Yeah, a close second is plethora. But that's just because I love the way it sounds and feels when I say it.
I used to collect rocks.
Rock?
Yeah, you were talking about your collection of hearts. As a kid, when I was a kid, I would collect rocks.
I love it. Different kinds and.
Yeah, I don't know. I just had like a fascination. I still love gemstones and crystals and stuff like that. It's just very, I don't know, maybe it's the grounding part of it. I'm a Pisces, so I can be like all over the place sometimes. So a good stone to keep this grounded is
right.
Yeah.
In your on your free time, you're not busy or anything. What do you do on your free time?
Hmm. I like to cook. I like to work out. I love the outdoors. So anything, again, I'm a Pisces, so I love the beach. I love water. Um,
Mm.
a good hike is always good for perspective. Um, yeah, just grounding things to slow you down, things that offer a different perspective and kind of get you out of. I could be a workaholic, obviously, so anything to kind of to balance me out that way. I gravitate towards.
So, what is your favorite dish that you make?
Oh geez, you know what? I get bored easily too, so I kind of change it up. I'm Italian, so of course I cook some Italian food, but I like Thai food, like Asian fusion. So like last night we made sticky rice, tuna and avocado and cucumber. Um,
Nice.
yeah,
Very,
soups are always good.
right. Very,
Last a couple days.
yeah, yeah. I like making soups. It's a good catharsis. You know.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Soups are always good. And then you can kind of have them around for 2 or 3 days, whatever.
Right. Devon?
Jared, do you? I know you started theater at the age of 6, and that was really fabulous. So, do you ever have time for like? I know you've been busy with the with double film festivals and
Yeah.
something stuff like that. So my question is, do you ever have time to like meditate before like your premieres?
That's such a good question. Yeah, I want to get back into that. I did that for a long time, and it definitely. I'm a big believer in like change. You can change your neural pathways, and meditation is so useful for that. I think we should, if we all meditated on this earth, it would be a different place. That's for sure. I know it put me in a different space, but thank you for reminding me to meditate. It's been I've been in back-to-back press interviews for the film, and I have so many other things happening at the same time. So yeah, carving out time for meditation is so healthy, and I'm going to put it back at the top of my list because Devon reminded me of that.
Good one.
Hey, so I'm your tutor.
Hey, where can we all see your film?
It's streaming everywhere you rent or buy movies. So Apple TV, Amazon, iTunes, Fandango, Vimeo.
And that's Donna, Stronger Than Pretty.
The title's Donna, Stronger Than Pretty, and we have a website, donnathemovie.com. And then, of course, the Love Wins production, distribution, and film festival, and The Voices Rising can be found on Love Wins Productions with an S.net.
Beautiful.
And Film Freeway for festival submissions, of course.
One last question to throw out.
Yeah.
What do you want the most at this moment in your life?
Hey, you have time for that? This is like a therapy session.
I am not a therapist.
Right? I'm like, how long do you guys have? Because this could
As
go
long
on.
as you want, because we love hanging out with you.
Yeah. Peace. Peace. Like I said earlier to David, I lost my mom in September, and she was quite young. So I just kind of, between business and everything that unfortunately happens, like what you have to take care of. She was young, so I had to handle a lot. So it's been great because I've been busy. and distracted, which was really good for this time in my life. But like I was saying to David too earlier, I'm using my acting as a part of my grief process, and just being able to sink back into my own body, because I was her soul. My sister and I were her sole caretakers. So she had pancreatic cancer, and it all happened really quickly. So yeah, just peace, and like being able to. I feel like the more peaceful I get, the more I meditate. Thank you, Devon. The more I think I'll feel her guidance, and it will feel her spirit. So I'm very much looking forward to, as grateful as I am for the release of her film and the company's success and my own personal success. I do realize that I need a balance too, of peace, and I've given so much the past 8 years. So yeah, however long that takes, maybe it's the next 6 months or a year. I do get antsy, so I don't think my break won't be that long, but
Right.
I'll be back. So not to worry.
Well, once you get back to LA, and once I get back to LA, we'll have to. I look forward to a hug.
Definitely, I would love that, David. And it was so nice to meet you, Raquel and Devon, and rooting you on, and reach out whenever you have any questions, or if you have something to submit to the festival. I'd love to look at, check it out, and have the team get some eyes on it.
And also when we do open at Performing Arts, or reopen at Performing Arts Studio West, we'd love you to have, come and visit.
I'd love that. I'm so down. Let's do it.
Love it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Have a
you.
beautiful evening.
You too. Take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you all.
Bye.